That's what we do.
Reseal. Let's go.
I told y'all.
Shout out to Bird B.
Pay attention.
Hay un embichado en el pueblo.
Estás asustando a mi familia.
¡Lo vi con mis propios ojos! ¡Estuve con él! Esto va a ser un infierno.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes' YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we are back with another movie review. I gotta breathe. This is the second time this year where I've been introduced to a horror film that is just like, what the fuck is going on? What are y'all doing to me? And who are coming up or conjuring these ideas for these type of horror films? They are good horror films, but it's like, damn, ain't no repeat value with these type of movies, because who wants to see that again? Who is going to sit there and watch that again? The first movie I'm speaking of is Speak No Evil. I watched that earlier this year. I did a review on it. I could not believe, like, just that ending. We've had movies where it's like an ending, but that ending, like, damn. When it was talking about When Evil Lurks, we've had so many times where some people coming out and trying to just over-exaggerate a movie being so disturbing, or they're all throwing up in the theaters, or people are leaving the theaters early because they just couldn't take it. Hostel is a perfect example as far as Eli Roth Hostel, when that first was being promoted. Good promotion, by the way. It definitely built the anticipation when you was like, oh shit, like they gonna let this in theaters? This movie, like, it's gonna be insane. And then you go watch and you're like, this it? That's it. I would say a movie probably like The Human Centipede kinda was reaching that little bound, especially Human Centipede 2. If you watched it, give or take, that's in black and white though. But with all that being said, it's so much hype with certain movies, especially in the horror genre, when it's like, this movie right here is going to really mess you up. Oh, this movie right here had people in the theater throwing. Terrifier is one of those movies that I've seen a lot of heavy promotion with that. And I ain't really dived into Terrifier, but I've seen clips here and there, and it's like, I mean, okay, I guess. But it's more, to me, a feeling of slapstick gore, like 70s type style or whatever. With all that being said, this movie, it's the gore factor in here that is very gnarly. It is, but that ain't even it. It ain't, for me, it's not the gore in here. It's the shit that's going on and that's happening, especially to kids in this movie. At this point, it's very much as far as non-American horror movies are fuck the kids. Fuck them kids. We don't care. Going into this movie, man, we have two brothers who are basically living in somewhat of a post-apocalyptic type of world where people become possessed. And when they become possessed with these demonic forces, it's almost like they're basically deteriorating, and it's not like that shit. And that's another thing I do like about the film, is that when it goes into the area of possession films or even zombie movies, it's going into another direction. Like, even with the mythology and the setup with this, it's something like we ain't never really seen before. Because the whole thing with this is, you can't kill these things. When they are possessed, you don't supposed to kill them, because it'll make the situation worse, and the thing or whatever's in them will end up coming out and possessing somebody else. The issue is, though, this is like a common thing, and they call these things that are possessed rottens, or rottens or whatever. So whenever the situation happened, the government has it set up in this world where cleaners will come out, and these are basically like the exorcists, like priests, the people who exorcise these demons or whatever. The issue with this big fat nigga that's on here is that he been laying here for a year. And I guess with the whole thing of this demonic possession and this evil presence being around, it's starting to like affect the area around them. So they trying to get this shit up out of here. And these two brothers, they end up, I'm thinking, coming across that cleaner that was supposed to be coming, but something happened to him. He's like cut in half or some shit. I don't know. But the government ain't worried about this shit right now. They like, man, we got other shit going on. We're not coming out there. And honestly, it's just like a situation where they like, we not fucking with whatever y'all got going on with that right there. That shit been out there for a year. I don't know. No, we good. So these two brothers do try to move the body. And of course, that shit does not go well. I mean, they move it, but it's almost like whatever's a part of this shit as far as the demonic possession is pretty much done attach itself to them now. Because they end up getting to a situation where this shit ends up flying off of the truck that they end up putting it on. And that's another thing as far as just what they're doing with the practical effects, prosthetics, whatever you want to call it, with the gore and the way this thing looks like. You talking about that bullshit with the exorcists and what they be doing with scratching each other, or the whole thing with them, with they skin peeling, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. With this shit, these niggas like got big ass boils on them. It's like some crazy, nasty shit. It's not cool at all. But once again, that ain't the worst part. If you want to be honest, I would have rather watched that shit than the shit that happens later on. That's all I'm saying. But for example, it's a situation that happens in here as far as the way these rules are set for how you're supposed to take care of these demonic possessions, because we come across a guy dealing with a goat, and the goat is possessed. And his wife is pretty much begging him, like, don't kill this goat. And this goat got one of the most, boy, I want all the smoke looks. Like, this goat looking at this dude, like, what the fuck, what? What? And that's the thing with whoever's possessed, whether it's a demon, whether it's a human, animal, whatever, they want you to kill them. They want you to kill them. Because then this thing can leave and go do something to somebody else or whatever. So, throughout this film, you pretty much got these two brothers pretty much trying to just get away from this presence and somewhat, I guess, stop the presence as far as Logan and his brother. This nigga is straight up Logan. This main dude, this main brother here, he is Logan all day long in this post-apocalyptic world, man. Hughes Jackman, nigga. Nah, but as far as the brothers, we get to a situation where this Wayne brother, Logan, the Logan lookalike, he is trying to go on his ex-wife and try to go get his kids because this shit is coming. He know it's coming because when they was trying to move the body, like I said, the shit ends up falling off and ain't nothing they can do. They feel like, hey, let's go, man. Let's just get the fuck away from this shit. But now this thing is pretty much getting out. It's ready to come, and they got the shit all over them as far as them trying to move the big guy. So this stuff is like somewhat attached to them. Man, I'm trying to express to y'all, like, I did not understand or see this shit coming. But we get to a scene where a big argument breaks out because the fake Logan guys, as far as one of the brothers is trying to explain to his ex-wife, like, we got to go. He's trying to get rid of his own clothes. He like, I got to get this shit off me. I got this stuff on me. And he got this dog with him. And this dog is sitting beside this little girl. And I'm just engaging them in the argument, whatever. I'm telling you, I'm not looking around to see what's going on. I'm like, oh, he's just trying to warn them and they're not listening. Something going to happen. But I'm not expecting that to happen. And this goddamn dog, oh my gosh, man. And we not talking about no cutaways. We not talking about nothing where they go to black and you just can hear shit and use your imagination. No, this dog absolutely destroys this little girl, man. And the way that little boy expression was in the movie, if you seen it and you know, that's my expression. That's absolutely my expression. And the fact that they just wouldn't go away from it and it just kept going. And I'm like, okay, we good. We get the idea. We good. Can you stop? And it wouldn't. This is though when I'm getting kind of confused because the situation get crazy when the little girl reappears and she's perfectly fine. And I actually had some type of relief. I was like, thank you. I was sitting there like, what is going on? And this is where I'm thinking we get into the zombie territory. Because it's shit that just happens and everybody is starting to reappear like they perfectly fine. No. And this is where we got my boy, the fake Logan, getting the remainder of the kids out of there. The situation, though, is kind of crazy because he has an autistic kid. And with everything going on and the shit I'm seeing, I immediately go to the point of saying, is this kid possessed or is he becoming possessed? What's going on with him? It ain't just him going through, the characteristics of an autistic kid or whatever, but we actually get somewhat of an explanation And it ain't necessarily clarified if he is or if he ain't. But, I mean, you pretty much may as well say, yes, he was. He was pretty much possessed. But, it doesn't stop with the dog and the kid, because the shit keeps going as far as the whole thing with why are y'all doing this type of shit to the kids in all this movie? What did these kids do? But we even get into some like territory of some Children of the Corn shit going into the end, which I thought got really interesting. Because once again, you're talking about just the whole thing with possession movies and they're going into a different direction with this whole mythology and whatever. But no matter what they're trying to do, this is very much a bleak ending. And oh my gosh, man, once again, even the build up before the ending, and this is a situation where you got one of the brothers, oh my gosh, man, riding on the highway, and he come, I'm telling you, I didn't know if that scene was worse than the dog, but I think the dog scene is still worse. But I'm telling you, you don't want to compare, but oh my goodness, man. All I know is I didn't want to be nowhere near them as a family. If my parents leave me the fuck alone, stay away from me. But definitely bleak ending. Definitely almost like hopeless ending. Like, and one thing I do like is the chemistry between the brothers, because it's in one point where they just embrace each other, man. Like they hug each other, like, yo, this shit is whack. Give me this man, just hold me, man. Like, I don't know how much more I can take. And that was a good moment though, because I'm with them. After everything I done seen, I'm like, yo, I need a hug. Come to me. I need that hug. I'm trying to get through this shit. But yeah, man, oh my gosh, y'all got me with this. Once again, this is the second film this year, and I don't think this is definitely way worse than Speak No Evil. This was way worse, man. So I can't say I'm looking forward to newer movies outside of, what we got going on in America as far as the horror films. And I feel like overseas horror films have always done that as far as pushing the limits and the boundaries. And Americans, us, always coming in trying to steal it. Look at The Ring. If I'm not mistaken, they're already trying to do the Speak No Evil American version. So yeah, man. This is a one for the books, and I'm telling you, if you are that person that don't like to see kids being harmed in movies, you better stay far away from this. I don't feel like it's a good enough warning for anybody, because people will still be like, people are over-exaggerating, and I was one of those people. I am like that when I'm like, they just talking, man. This shit cannot be that bad, and I was never warned about the kids, though. And even before the kids, scenes leading up into that, the whole scene with the damn goat, that scene, man, like, what the like, this is at the beginning. So I could not only imagine, like, okay, maybe that's what they was talking about. And I was like, okay, I can see what y'all was talking about. But that still didn't, like, hit me. But it was like, oh, if you're trying to get my attention, you got it with that. But outside of that, man, overall, as far as them just trying different things outside of what we used to with these possession movies, Exorcist, the Conjuring movies, The Nun, all of that shit, Insidious even, or it's overall what we've been tired down with. This was fresh. But it's that whole notion of, man, be careful. You want something different, be careful. Because, boy. Anyway, man, y'all let me know if y'all had a chance to check this out, how you feeling about it. And if you haven't, be warned. I'm telling you, be warned. Put your seatbelt on, buckle up tight. Don't eat nothing. Don't more pop no nothing. And just go in. But other than that, man, if you have had a chance to check this out, let me know how you feel about it. And if you haven't, let me know if you plan on checking it out, or if you're just going to watch my review and take my word for it and say, I'm good, I don't need to see none of that. But anyway, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.